Hey, today I'm going to clip Midlake. He's one of my gorgeous young eventers and he is 6 years old and I love him dearly. And I'm going to show you how I clip my horses. Really super important that they're very well washed, shampooed, scrubbed. The bits I find that people don't wash very well are their face, down the front to their cannons, down around their feet, underneath their belly, and on top of the rump. Now, it's really obvious if people haven't watched them because as you go to clip, you hit all the grime and the rain scald. And rain scald, I really think the main cause is when you don't wash your sweat off your horse. So I'm going to show you my method of how I clip my horse. There is not one method. Disclaimer, please don't follow what I say like it's the Bible, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. I'm going to do it a bit on time lapse, and then any little areas that I think have a technique, I'll try and show you. But yeah, he's pretty fluffy. Try and show you. So he was actually washed a few days ago, so that's a bit naughty. You're not meant to do that. You see he's had a little bit of a sweat under his rug. I'm not sure you can see that. But yeah, so he was washed about 2 or 3 days ago, and then I just haven't got around to it. But he was shampooed really, really well, and he should be pretty clean. I was going to do a hunter clip, but I think I am going to clip his legs because I think the event season might get going, and I think he'll just look smarter. Oh, I don't know. Should I leave them? Really hard one. I think I might do them. I'll get my clippers out, I'll show you what I use, and yeah, go from there. Okay, I'm going to go through what I use. I do my entire clip with some WAHL KM10s. These are really small, okay, like people use ginormous horse clippers and they can be really, really noisy. This is how small the blade is. I know some people are probably cringing, like, why would you do the whole clip like that? I don't know, I like it, I get bad shoulder, it doesn't kill me doing the entire clip. I'm yet to buy some big clippers and then I might do other bits. But you know what? I think these are really good for the face and the legs and small areas. And the big bits, like the belly and the bum and the neck, it's not the size of the clip. It is so fast with these anyway, so I like these. So things you need, clipper oil. This is sewing machine oil. I'm a million else actually, but what I do every time I clean the clippers, I put this on. Look, I'm probably not the best example of looking after my clippers. They're a bit rusty, but you should really look after your clippers and you should oil them so they don't get rusty, because if they sit with water on them, they'll get rusty. I clean them with kerosene. That was a good tip I got from a lady called Tarqua. Put the Kero, well, in a container of some description. At the moment, it's in a broken scoop. So I will clean the clipper blades with the Kero because, so basically, clipper blades get really hot when you're using them. I have a lot of clipper blades. Some people will have one and they keep cleaning them and putting oil on to cool it down and then go again, but they heat up really quickly again. So what I do is I use it until it's hot, clean it, put oil on it, take it off, switch it to another one, and then keep going, and then just go for the coldest one each time. I have my twitch. You use the twitch, the baling twine, twirl it around with a bit, and if I'm on my own, I can use this because I can then clip it with the lead rope to the halter, so I don't have to hold it. I know some people will be really anti-twitches. Please don't send me hate mail. Often owners don't want their horses sedated, and I cannot do their ears, and I'm often left on my own. And look, a twitch is a natural way of the horse releasing sort of like sedating kind of pheromones, no, not pheromones, but hormones or chemicals, let's go with chemicals. So it's not that you pinch their nose so they're in so much pain they can't move. That's literally not what happens. You squeeze their nose and it is literally like sedating them. Anyone that has done it will know. I think that's been done. A bit of paper towel, kitchen towel, to wipe the oily thing on. Okay, I think I'm going to get started. Oh, extension cord. Extension cord, really be careful. Horses like to stand on your clippers. They like to stand on the plug. Do watch where your things are. Probably don't wear your jumpers like I'm wearing my lovely QJs. Yeah, don't do that because you get hair everywhere, but I can't be bothered to change, so I'm going to do it anyway. I often do, and then I regret my decision. So I've got all my gear. It's 4 o'clock. I was meant to start this at 3 o'clock. I'm going to be going all night. Here's Midi. He is prepared with his hay net. Obviously, if I sedate him, I'll have to take the hay net away. Right. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long. Just check out. You guys have maybe seen these a lot, but I have these awesome little halters. So it says mid-leg on one side and Jeds Equine on the other side. And these are MACTAC halters, and I love them. I was never a PVC girl. I like leather and whatever, but I love these halters and I love them having their colours and yeah. Okay, wait, intro. So Midi has potentially never been clipped before. He was maybe clipped as a racehorse, I don't know. So say this is new horse scenario. Let's just test out. We're going to turn on the clippers over here and see, wait, where is he? See what he does. Couldn't really care less. Maybe take them to him. Obviously the horse is freaking out at this point. You don't just walk up to them with the clippers. Oh, what is that? I don't really care. So now I will go next to the horse. So turn it on. Give it a little wipey. I like to start clipping their legs first because the legs take forever. So like the panicky bits, I like to get overdone with. I don't like doing the legs. I don't like doing the chest, and the face and the ears are a pain in the butthole. So I like to do those bits first. But obviously they're probably going to move their leg. So to start with, new horse, I always clip a bit on their shoulder. I'm just going to test it. So we're just, we do a little bit of a rub it over. He really couldn't care less. Some horses freak out. If they've had clippers before, they might freak out just doing this. Those ones I'd probably sedate, to be fair. Okay, so we're going to turn it on. Doesn't really care. I'm going to put it on his shoulder. I'm not clipping at the moment, I'm just touching him. So therethere's 2 settings on this. This is the low setting. That's the high setting. Start on the low setting. Just going to clip a bit. Okay, he doesn't really care. Okay, I can't clip and look in the opposite direction. Until, I know they definitely don't care. And then I would try and go down and do a bit on their foot. So some horses really won't like their legs being done. Oh, he's a good boy. And then he moves. Too late, we can't do a hunter clip now. Can't change my mind. When you're clipping, you want to go against the hair. I'm trying to show you the foot. I tend to put a hand on them as well. Good boy. I'm going to try and show you how, can you see that there's almost like little lines, like ridges? That is usually that your clipper blades need servicing or your clippers need servicing. I've switched blades because those ones I was struggling to get through the hair very well, so they might just need sharpening. I do quite a lot of horses. Side of the cannon where the tendons are, obviously that it's quite ridgy and it goes in and out. So I'm going to show you how I do it. hopefully stand still. I keep trying to film and clip and it's really difficult. What I basically do, I'm going to show you without clipping at the moment, is I pull the skin. So the part that, say, is in there that I want to clip, if I pull the skin this way, it then pops up onto the tendon, and vice versa if it's in there and I pull it towards the front. See how the skin moves? So I'm going to try and show you. I'm going to put the video on and I'm going to try and clip it, and you watch as I pull the hair while I'm clipping, and that's how I get in those little grooves. Okay, so there's hair in there. I'm going to pull it forwards to do clip that part. And then back onto the tendon. Done. Bit of a switch over to mum's phone. Midi's actually been super so far. Like, I've done pretty much all 4 legs, but I tried to do his belly. He's getting really fidgety. He's getting really fed up with me. So I'm going to sedate him because it's already 4:45. He's just piddled. Great, because you shouldn't kneel. Nobody kneel, but I'm really bad and I do kneel. So I'm going to clear up that, sedate him. Look, as you can see, I've pretty much finished his legs. He started getting fed up around his hocks, so we're gonna have to tidy that up. Gonna quickly sedate him, take away his hay. As soon as he's sedated, I'm gonna do his face and his ears, because obviously most horses don't like their ears done. I actually think he'd probably be quite good. He has been so good so far. He's not a big fan of under his belly, so pretty much like just whip it all off now once he's sedated, and then he can wake up and have some dinner. But I'm really, really proud of him. If I had more patience and I could be bothered, I would keep going. But look, I don't think he's terrified. I just can't be bothered with him wriggling. But he's been so good. So, so proud of him. And now I'm going to sedate him. I wish I just sedated him, but he has been really good. So, okay, quick. He's literally the best boy. I just love this horse. All right, let him get a bit sleepy, steal his hay. We're gonna have sedated mid-leg. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do the rest of his legs while he's falling really deep asleep. Some horses, right, I'll sedate and I still can't do their ears, so I have to sedate them and put the twitch on. It's ridiculous. I reckon he'll be really good, do his little bridle path. Okay, so we're gonna do the ears. Before you jump in and try and do the ears, I would normally try and do, and the sedation makes them sweaty. A lot of them get sweaty anyway. I would try and do a bit of the cheek, try and do a little bit up here. Don't just grab an ear. Some horses are really funny with their ears. I do not clip the inside of their ears. I will hold it closed and clip down straight and do the edges, but I will not cut out any of that. So I'll try and put it up so I can show you how I clip the ears and the face and the bridle path. My goodness, doing his face has been a nightmare. I sedated him and then he got twitchy, so I sedated him even more. But he's so sweaty, it's really difficult to do them when they're sweaty, like they have to be really dry. Anyway, I've done pretty much his whole face, his ears, and under his chin. He's still quite sweaty. I'm gonna try and tackle it under his belly while he's still quite sleepy, and then get the rest off. He's got the thinnest skin, really, really soft skin. You have to be so careful you don't pinch them. I'm gonna show you a few spots that you have to be really careful that you don't cut them with clippers. Okay, the few spots. So spot number 1 in here, basically where there's little crinkles, you have to be so careful. You want to pull the skin taut where you clip, and don't just go gung-ho, like do it really slowly. The other place is up here in the flank. It's really easy, especially in this bit. So what I often do is get my hand and pull it. Obviously some horses really don't like that, but yeah. Oh, he's so sweaty, it's so annoying. And we'll try and get his belly off quickly. Okay, so I have decided I'm done for the night. He's pretty much all clipped. He is totally fed up. He's had actually quite a few bits of sedation because he does not like his stomach being done. He's really sweaty still in his bum cheek, so I can't see very well. It's quite dark. He's very fed up. He's not even going to be able to have his dinner yet because he's been sedated. I'm going to try and tidy him off tomorrow, doing his bottom. Ta-da! This is a clip job. So a lot of people will wash their horses with sort of oily baths or something, and it's meant to help to not dry out their coat and put the shine in, etc., etc. I'm quite lazy and I will tend to just wash them off with water. It's a bit cold and late now, so I'm just going to brush him and put his rugs on, turn him out, and tomorrow he'll have a ride and then he can have a good wash. I think he looks pretty smart. He's actually really shiny. I'll get some footage of him tomorrow when he's being ridden, and hopefully you'll be able to appreciate Midlake. He looks like a real grown-up pony. I can't believe it. He's, yeah, he's not like a little baby pony anymore. He's like a proper eventer. So you're really gonna have to get going now, Midi. Live up to your clip. You got clipped before Jet. It's a big deal. That's all from me and Midlake. Bye. He's a good boy. Look how good you look. Wowzers.